Today, I'll try something different. I'm going to play chess against the legendary Beth Harmon. And if you don't know who that is, she's a fictional character from the Netflix original miniseries, The Queen's Gambit. And the basic story is that she grew up in an orphanage after her mother died in a tragic car accident. And she was taught to play chess by the custodian of the orphanage, Mr. Scheibel. And she ended up being a prodigy and became an international elite player. And she has this incredible visual memory, obsession with chess, amazing tactical strength. And of course, I would have no chance against adult Beth Harmon, but this is a simulated version of her on chess.com, and you can play her at different ages. So I'm going to try her at age 10 because she has a 1600 rating, which is approximately my rating, so it should be a fair match. Now I'll try the white pieces, and I'll play, so she says, I need a challenge, can you provide that? I'll do my best. I'll play e4 because she apparently likes to play the Sicilian, and she does in fact play c5. I'll play knight f3, and she'll probably play, okay, knight c6. And so I think she prefers open Sicilian, so I'll try to play in her strength. And she says this is all theory. It certainly is. And let's see if she takes. She doesn't, so I think typical is knight c3 here. I don't really know theory. Okay, queen c7. So I'm going to use some strategy against her where basically she's thought to be extremely strong in the opening and in terms of tactics, but maybe not as good in terms of like positional chess and in the endgame. So I'll try to play slow and conservative, just get castled here on the king side, develop the pieces, sort of play simple, solid chess. So maybe it's hard to say what's good here. So she's probably going to get castled kingside after moving the bishop. I have to watch out for bishop b4. I don't have many places to move my knight. Hard to say. I could consider a3 here. I'll just play a3 just to kind of avoid, okay. So now I have to do something about that. I could go back to b3 here and attack the bishop is one option, although this is a strong bishop. But I guess I can't really do anything about that. I could sort of play bishop e3, although then my knight's sort of in an awkward position. Not sure what to do here. I'll just take the knight. Simple. And I'll develop I should develop my dark fair bishop. Don't really know where to go here. One option is, I'll just go bishop g5. So it's an equal position. Okay, d5, okay. So d5, I want to just take here. I could just play bishop well, I'll play pawn takes first. She takes with a knight. I'll just kind of trade off some pieces, actually. So getting into endgame may be a good idea. If I can get into an equal endgame and avoid too many complications, that may be favorable. Okay, I'm not sure what to do here. It's an equal position. I'll probably just play, queen d2, just connect the rooks. This is a pretty simplistic position, to be honest. There's not much going on here. I'm not sure how to make progress here. Maybe just prevent, sort of barricade the c file. I have a slight development advantage. Okay, now I can if I want, I can kick the bishop away by playing b4 is an option. I have to watch out for f2 here. I can play b4 followed by c4 is an option. I don't want to play bishop e3. I end up with an isolated pawn. Okay, I'll do that. I'll just clear out the bishop and then play c4. If I want, I can play bishop to e3 first. I don't really see much of an advantage of that. I'll just go ahead and advance c4. Okay, that's fine. I don't really see. So I'll just go ahead and try and get my rook on the open file. My queen covers b2 there. Okay, now, do I want to back up? I got to be a bit careful here. So bishop e3, d4, c5, queen can come back to d5, protecting it, and then my bishop is really boxed in. But then I have a pass pawn, and I could play bishop f3 is possible. Okay, that's an option. Right, maybe that's a good option, actually. Yeah, having a pass pawn would be pretty favorable here. So I'll go ahead and do that option. Bishop e3, and I'm expecting d4, but then I meet that with c5. But then she can't attack here. Okay, where can she go? So should I even play c5? Maybe I just stand pat, kind of. Because I have the option for c5 later. So c5 is not a good move because I can just play it later. So I'll just play bishop f4. I'll change the order a little bit. And interesting, if I take, then now she has a protected passed pawn. So that's probably not the best plan here. Probably better is just to back up. And, okay, so she takes. So probably I don't want to allow connected passed pawns without the f pawn. And it's not much of an advantage to have the f rook on an open file, so I'll take this way. My king is solid. I'm not concerned about that. Okay. So she's hanging a pawn here. Oh, no, but she can take back afterwards on this pawn. But then I still have a passed pawn. I can get a connected passed pawn here. So some candidate moves would potentially be something like queen d4 or just b5, just taking the passed pawn. Then I have connected passed pawns right away, as opposed to a solo passed pawn. That's probably stronger, actually. I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure about that. Or I could play something else. I'm going to go ahead and play b5. Okay. So she defends that, as expected. So I'm going to play a4, just kind of solidify this protected passed pawn, and then I can play... Okay. So I'm stepping... So it seems like she's blundering here, but maybe... Can I step into a pin here? Or is it too risky? So bishop takes. So bishop takes. Then maybe something like queen to d6, rook d1. She can kind of infiltrate a little bit. Maybe I should just step over. I mean, the passed pawn is not too scary, honestly. Just step over and I get a tempo. Maybe better here. Okay, I can just kind of let it sit there and just start advancing the pawn. No need to take. The tempo is pretty valuable here. I mean, my pawns are going fast. Okay, so takes, take back. My pawns are going to go really fast. So I can just play simple stuff. Okay, she's attacking the A pawn. That pawn is quite valuable, so I want to be a bit careful. And I kind of, oh, yeah, it's a little, this is a little bit dicier than I thought. I could just kind of go forward. Yeah, I could just kind of go forward. So let's say c6. Okay, so one option would be c6, rook takes, c7, queen takes, and then I promote. So it'd have to be queen c8. But then maybe she can kind of hold on there a little bit for a little while. Seems like that. It seems like everything is winning at this point. Or I could play the more passive rook a1. But then I'm allowing some counterplay. It'll take a while to potentially... Seems like I want to just go forward. Seems like I want to go forward. Okay, I'll take a little risk. It can get a bit tactical, which is obviously dangerous against Harmon. Okay, so she doesn't take it for unclear reasons. What do I want to do here? So I could go forward. No, that doesn't work. Well, if I go forward, take. I can't take with the rook. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I'm very uncertain. I don't think it's a clear win. Yet. I could just play the passive move defending the pawn and just kind of hold on, and I have a very strong position. Okay, I'll do that. I'll play rook a1. Seems very passive, but against a computer, this is like a good strategy. And maybe kind of set up a battering ram. I could even play rook c3. Okay. I mean, she can't really make any progress in this fashion, I don't think. So, yeah, probably the strongest move here is b6, and it just becomes unstoppable very quickly. b6, probably. Where does she go? She has no response to b6. I think she's going to get in trouble here really quickly. So what I'm thinking is simply b7 followed by c7, and there's no response, right? So I'll just stick with that. b7, and wherever the rook moves, next move is c7. Completely winning. So it's going to fall apart very quickly. 2 pawns on the 7th rank. Just promote to a queen, and I should be able to mop this up pretty quickly. Doesn't even want to take it. Okay, fair enough. I'll just back up, I guess. Okay, making it a little bit complicated for me. Okay, let's just defend the pawn. If I can't win with an extra queen, I'm really hopeless. Oh, okay, so she's got some interesting threats there. Just a rook sacrifice, maybe, but I could always defend with the queen. There's nowhere to go. I could play the. I'll just take it. I can always play queen G2 afterwards. Yeah, I don't think this leads to anything. Queen G2. Okay. And then I just promote to another queen. I mean, this is silliness. Okay, so I will mop this up. It looks like I'm successful. And, you know, basically I played a pretty simple strategy. I think my strategy was really effective, mate in one. All right, so that was fun. I think probably she may not really be 1600 strength, or my positional strategy just getting into a superior endgame one. Be interested to know your thoughts. I thought I'd just try something differently today. If you came here for the chess, don't subscribe because I make videos about multiple sclerosis. But maybe I'll do something like this in the future if people enjoy it.